Hey guys, today Autumn and I are going to be talking about lessons learned. So have you ever noticed that pain tends to come back into your life, or situations or things that just really haven't been dealt with? It's like, why does this keep happening? Why do I keep blah, blah, blah? We're going to talk about that today.
Yeah, so this past week, we have actually had such a roller coaster of a week. We have learned so many lessons, not only as parents, but also as business people as well. And we just want to share some of those with you, but more specifically, the psychology of getting through the lesson and really learning from the lesson that was presented to you, or the challenge that came up.
All right, so what happened, real brief, was 1 a.m. on Tuesday morning, our daughter threw up, and then she threw up in the morning, threw up in the afternoon, kept nothing down, and so we ended up going to the ER. She ended up being admitted to the hospital, and then a day and a half later, she ended up getting the same thing, stomach virus, throwing up, puking, everything awesome, and then she ended up in the ER while Evie was at the hospital, and then I had to take her home, then I took her back to the ER later in the day because she had a rash, and it was awesome.
Well, hold on. It wasn't one of those weird rashes, just so we're 100% sure. I just had an allergic reaction to a previous medicine, so just so we're 100% on the same page, it wasn't a weird rash. Okay? Thank you.
Okay.
Please continue.
I appreciate the adjustment, thank you. So had a couple of points of pain that we really could have beat ourselves up on. We had a bunch of medical adventures, a lot of stress, not a lot of sleep. One of the days, sorry, can't touch the table.
Don't hit the table.
Ah! This time it was us, not the cats. Cats.
Where are our cats?
They're minding their own business, which is nice. When it comes to these sorts of situations, you can get into the pain, you can get into why me, why does this happen, you can get, unresourceful, that's a choice, but you can also decide to look at what can I learn from this experience, what can I learn from this moment. And so here's how you know you're done learning something. Okay, so you've had pain, you've truly learned the lesson, and you're totally done and gone, is 3 things.
Step 1.
Whatever you have to say about the previous thing, whatever lesson, you need to be saying it in something positive instead of something negative.
Step 2.
You need to be focused on your role or your responsibility or your choices, not other people.
Step 3.
It needs to be focused on the future, not the past.
Partner A wants to take the kid to the hospital. He's coughing up a lung, he just doesn't seem right, he's not quite running a fever, but he's just not feeling well. And you just know in your heart of hearts that something is wrong. Person B is like, no, he's fine, he just needs some rest, let's just go through a couple of the different steps just to see if we can get the coughing to stop, the fever to go down, etc., etc. Person A is just not feeling comfortable. Person B is just honestly dead set with staying at home with the kid that day. So, super long story short, a couple hours later, you end up going to the hospital, and the child actually needs to be admitted in the hospital because not only have they gotten more sick, but they've also developed febrile seizures. Febrile seizures happen when somebody's temperature gets super high, super quick, and your body just seizes out, kind of hits the restart button. So person A, who wanted to go to the hospital, could live in the story of, well, I can't trust my partner anymore, and whenever my kid gets sick, I have to trust my intuition, and I'm the only person who can really take care of my child. Where a person B, who maybe already feels bad that they didn't go to the hospital to begin with, but now there's all this resentment and all this anger about this one time that they didn't take the kid to the hospital.
As you listen to that story, out of these 2 partners, are they focused on the positive or are they focused on the negative? Are they focused on their role or other people's role? And are they focused on the past, the present, or in the future? And the reason we bring this up is, looking at the situation, we're going to do a clip talking about trusting your intuition. Today, we are here to talk about trusting your intuition.
Yes, super important.
And trusting your partner. But we made the decision as a couple, we're not comfortable with what's going on. She's gotten sick, she's not holding stuff down. She's not really running a fever, but she doesn't, you know what, let's just go get this taken care of. And unfortunately, we have a business that is set up in such a way, our relationship with our customers allows us that freedom. If we have a family emergency, they understand. And we have that covenant, right? Quick sidebar, if you're in business and you have to deal with a family emergency and your customers and clients resent that, why are they your customers and clients again? We decided as a couple, let's get this taken care of. And because we trusted our intuition, it was still a roller coaster, but we had, she's getting the fluids that she needs, she's getting the support that she needs to keep food down, she's getting rest, we have monitoring. So this is exactly where we need to be for our daughter's safety.
And whenever you, as a parent, are on that borderline, whenever there's any sort of line where you're like, maybe it could be, maybe it couldn't, always go to the doctor. They would rather you be like a little bit more hypochondriac than like not bring your kid to the doctor and then have something absolutely terrible happen where you have to call 911 or call out the squad or anything like that.
Right. We'll cover more in the intuition video about what exactly happened with the situation, but key thing for today is lessons learned. Can you say it about yourself? Can you say it for the future? And can you say it in the positive? If you can't, that means that there's energy still tied to that experience. There's still things you need to pull out of that lesson to be able to release the energy. Now, go back to that story we had earlier, partner A, partner B. If partner A has now learned, you know what, I have different partner, I have different set of standards in how I relate to people, then there's a lesson that can be learned. And they can now tell the story without the emotional energy, the frustration, the resentment, the anger, the hurt, the judgment. That's when you know you've moved past something and you now it's become a part of you. That energy has been freed. You've moved to a higher level. So anytime you find yourself still holding a lot of energy in a story, what that's telling you is there's still energy that can be freed up. And what's really cool is when you release that energy out of your life, out of your body, you get more energy to put elsewhere in your life that you actually enjoy, and it speeds things up. Other benefit, it actually changes your complexion, changes your tonality, it makes you sound calmer, makes you feel better.
We have a cat coming in.
And now we have a cat. There they are.
There it is.
He's like, I saw you guys working, so I thought I'd come over and check it out.
This is what you all have been waiting for. We know it.
You like to see the blank kitty.
You like to see our cats.
Merlin. Oh, jeez. Wait for the people. Okay, you gotta go back downstairs. Sorry, son.
Another great example of this whole lessons learned thing is when you know that you're truly over a relationship. There's just genuinely no energy there, and you can free up so much more of your heart and yourself to other people and to other activities and other things. So that's another great example of lessons learned.
And as always, please make sure that you like and subscribe to the video down below. Make sure you share it across your social media because we like you and we like to help people. It's a good thing.
That was the weirdest voice I think I've ever heard you say.
Yeah, it is. It's okay. We're nice people.
Yay!
So talk about lessons learned.
This is where we go, like, do all those, like, weird things, like, me, 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 me. Get my shake weight.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. Giggity, giggity.